in
Is coming to a town near you.
to game number 1. Spawning in the lower left-hand corner, we have our Ents Zerg player, the GOAT, Serral. And his opponent in the upper right-hand corner for the Shopify Rebellion. One of the all-time fan favorites, it is ByuN. ByuN is playing on the EU server, so he's going to have a lot of ping. That's going to make it a bit more difficult for him in some situations. Some things, not too bad, but we're probably not going to see a lot of the precision that we expect from ByuN just because it's not physically possible. So that is something to keep in mind. Might affect the way he plays. He's been playing a lot on EU. He has been practicing a lot on EU. He plays in, at the very least, my EU-based tournament every single week for the last, like, 6 or 7 weeks. So he's very familiar with the server. He's played a lot of matches on it. So he knows kind of what he can and can't do. And D64, thank you again for the 5 gifted subs. Kodale, Sajon1212, Ice Axe, Harimang, and Stroyer. Welcome to the Cockflock, my friends. Ah, 47 I love you, but I'm not going to be doing the Chicken Man redemptions during formal casts like this, which is a bit unfortunate. I do enjoy doing some Chicken Man memes. But yeah, save that. That's better. ESL weeklies, I might do that. Definitely better for Cock of the Walk, or that actually might be good for tonight for the Halloween meme stream. And thank you, Reset in Peace. I appreciate that. Appreciate the kind words.
He's a man, but he's also a chicken.
Oh my god. An anonymous gifter gifting 12 months of a tier 1 sub to Slowly Falling. Wow. Wow. Anon with the absolute goated gift sub right there. That is big commitment. We're almost out of hype train. You know what is pretty hype? Look at this scouting from Serral. It's not often you see somebody with no area of like their half of the map that hasn't been scouted at all, but Serral's doing it, and with slow lings, he is just all over the place with these slow lings. Speaking of Slowly Falling, which is very close to the word slow ling, is pretty good. If a slow ling were to fall out of an overlord, you'd have Slowly Falling, but like a slight anagram. Slow ling fall. I like it. I like it. Ooh. This is interesting. So this actually goes right along with what I was talking about. What is something that doesn't require super heavy micro in order to execute? 2-base Hellbat builds. Those are... They're pretty good. They're pretty strong. And, well, you don't really need to micro quite as fancy. It's not... You're not sniping down mains or anything like that. Bagels, thank you for the 200 bits to get that scam train, hype train rolling. We're not scamming anybody here. No scams here. Well, not right now. Maybe later tonight. We'll be scamming people during that Back for Blood stream. ByuN is going to move on in here, but man, there are 6 queens. I think ByuN just needs to back up. I do not think... There's no way. There's as many queens as there are Hellbats. There's no way. I mean... He's kind of committed to this, but... Oh my god, the Baneling's going to run forward, just kind of chasing everything back. The medevac goes down, and... I mean, that's just it, right? This push is completely... It's done. The push is done. Yeah, I think ByuN getting out of here with as many units as possible is probably the best thing for him. I like the idea. Again, I like the intention. He knows he's not going to have the crispest micro. Go for something that's a little chunkier. Maybe you catch Serral off guard. How do you catch Serral off guard when he's just scouted? The scouting has just been so good. And it turns out lots of queens, pretty good. Hellbats turn back into Hellions and just poke and prod a little bit. The armory feels somewhat useless, but if this game goes long, you need it anyways, so I guess, you know, it's like putting money in the bank, you know? Could have spent it now, but instead you'll save it for later. Banshee going to try to find some damage here. We do have Spore Crawlers around for Serral. That'll help him deflect any cloaked Banshees that cause issues. And I got to be honest, guys, Serral is in a fantastic spot this game. He's on 63 drones right now, which isn't the hugest amount of drones, but it is very solid. And I think once this 4th base comes up, he's just going to drone the hell out of it. ByuN does not even have a 3rd base yet, though. So, yeah, I think Serral's in a great position. This feels very similar to his game against Spirit that we saw on this map. But I think he's in an even better position than he was against Spirit. And Spirit had quite a bit less ping than ByuN.
He is a man, but he's also
47
a
is
chicken.
Gifting a sub to Reset in Peace. Thank you so much, 47ers, and Reset in Peace. Welcome to the Cockflock. Yeah, Steadfast is still on the work almost full-time, stream almost full-time, or even more than full-time sometimes schedule, which I you know what, I did that for a very long time. I'm very fortunate to not have to do that right now, although I may, if I want to continue streaming, have to go back to working almost full time. We'll see. That's why I'm asking for the support. The more support I get, the less likely I will have to try to split my time with working and casting, and I can just focus on casting and streaming, which is the ideal here. This is not ideal for ByuN. The wall was down, which means the Banes don't even have to smash into it. They are going to smash in and let the Lings in up to the high ground. 9 SCVs have gone down, and it's just going to get worse for ByuN. The Banelings even trading decently with some Marines and Hellions down here. So much damage. Honestly, this might kind of be GG. 19 SCVs going down. It is just brutal for ByuN. ByuN starts +2 armor, but doesn't even get +2 attack started because he's just so focused on defending that. He's down to 47 workers, and of course, in the meantime, Serral is cruising. He's getting that creep spread going. He's getting a 5th base up, 74 drones. Dave Testa, thank you so much for the bits. That is, what, 600 bits I just saw pop in here. That hype train is crushing it. You guys are almost done with level 5. That is pure insanity. That hype train almost as hype as we are for this actual match right here. But I think we're a lot more hype than ByuN is right now. This is a very tough game for ByuN to take back, even if he wasn't playing Serral, even if he wasn't playing at 400 ping, but both of those things are true. I don't know quite how he's going to be able to come back in this game. Well, he grabs a queen. Not a lot of Banes over here, it seems. He's going to be able to get some decent damage. Pushes some of that creep back, but the Baneling's trying to run in. Oh, the eBay block. That's pretty cheeky. Oh my god. Oh my god, ring around the rosy. Ashes, ashes. Only a few SCVs fall there. Did pull ByuN's army back though. Serral getting into a hive. No Hydra Den. Surprised by that. I feel like Hydra Den would be what I would expect here, since that's what he did earlier in a very similar situation against a different Terran. Lings and Mains are actually just ready to defend this. Serral is way ahead of the game. We didn't quite get level 5, but thank you guys for the level 4 hype train. I got an emote. Share that emote. Boom. Choo choo. Choo choo. Much love. Appreciate y'all, all y'all's support. It's what keeps the lights on over here. It's what keeps the passion burning, is when I know that people out there are enjoying the content. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for your enjoyment. Whew. That was a lot of banelings, but they did kill those Widow Mines. Oh, I don't know if it was worth it, but... Serral diving in, does get a few decent Bane connections there. Gotta be careful though, there's still a lot of Marines, but ByuN is extraordinarily Marine heavy, which means the army is quite fragile. And he needs to be good on the splits. Oh, a big wraparound from Serral. Is there enough here for ByuN? Can he get the good splits? He doesn't have any Widow Mines to help him out. And it just feels like there might be too much Ling Bane here from Serral. He's going to be able to clean up this army, and GG gets called. Serral finally able to close that one out after a very hard-fought match. Make Banes win games. Serral did just that. And it felt like a losing battle there from ByuN ever since Serral just honestly quite easily held that Hellbat attack. Stu should get back from military soon. I hope so. I don't know if he's going to come back and play, though. Sue is certainly a question for me. I would love for him to come back and play. I think Sue is awesome. But, you know, in 2020, he won Katowice. And he... Was it 2020? 2019? He broke his streak. That was 2019. He broke his streak. He beat Serral, and he won Katowice. And I feel like he might kind of feel content with you know, where he was at. That being said, maybe he'll come back and keep playing. I hope so. I would love to see it. But in the meantime, we'll have to deal with other Zerg players like just this guy over here. Lower left-hand corner of Blackburn. We have Ences, Serral. And his opponent in the lower right-hand corner for the Shopify Rebellion, it is ByuN. Ooh, okay. Bit of an early pull from Serral. Could just be a defensive early pull. It's a nice play. No proxy racks from ByuN though, so might just be able to sneak those lings around. We can see him go around the high top here is what I wanted to say, but it's not what I was looking for, but we're gonna go with it because I think that sounds nice. We can go around the high top, get his haircut, and might be able to sneak in here past the Reaper. The SCV scout should be able to scout that this base is a little bit late though, so ByuN, if he keeps the Reaper back at home, he should be fine. Oh, he even scouts the lings. Yeah, it's very nice for ByuN. I'm actually surprised he's sending this Reaper. I guess they'll send it to the middle. Yeah, the 2 lings is gonna come in and be cheeky. Be a little cheeky. Nah, Reaper catches him. ByuN too smart. Too smart for that. Soon is staying in the game versus Raynor with 60 supply versus 199. Don't worry, he'll leave soon. Got him, dude. Got him. Well, the early pull doesn't really get too much done for Serral. I mean, I guess it means the Reaper stays at home, but it's not like he's going to miss a scout on a early lair or something. This is pretty standard stuff from Serral. The bunker's kind of interesting here. ByuN must be worried. I mean, he hasn't scouted, so there could be a Roach Warren, or there could be a lair, or who knows. He might just be a little bit worried about something. But I'm surprised the bunker isn't down here. I mean, he's got a ramp. I don't know. Looks like he's not scared anymore. Not scared anymore as the third base going down for Serral. There is a Roach one, so Serral's going to play Roach. Play a Roach style here. Not going to go for that Ling Bane that he's been doing in this matchup lately. Could be a map dependent thing as well. Overlord pops in and gets popped. I think he saw the tech lob on the starport though. Yeah, so he knows it's cloak. Yes, if you're in military service in Korea, you can't make money outside of the military, but you can play ladder. Like, you can have hobbies. I'm sure you don't have a ton of time, but I know ByuN was playing a lot while he was in the military, and before he even got out of the military, people were talking about how he like had 3 accounts in the top 10 on ladder or something. And yeah, exactly. That's why he's able to come back from the military and immediately start showing some very impressive results for somebody who had been away from competitive play for 2 years. But again, it's up to the players how they want to spend their military service time. Could also see it as a nice break. ByuN played a lot and is having wrist issues, so could be a correlation there. But I actually think his wrist has been okay lately. I haven't really heard anything about it. And he's been playing a lot. He still plays a lot of games, which is nothing new for ByuN, but must be feeling all right. He's going to go for another Hellbat attack. Where's that armory? Where's that sneaky, cheeky armory? This one's got Banshees with it. These Banshees do have cloak. Spore Crawler are going to try to move out front here. Lings dive forward and die immediately. The Banshees are like, what if we just go over here, actually? Yeah, Queen's moving forward, but oh no, the Hellbat's gonna get right on top of the drones. No, but they just walked through them. Oh my god, they're gonna go fight this Queen. They had the perfect opportunity to kill all the drones. Now the Banes come in, they should be able to at least soften up these Hellbats. Oh my god, the drones. God, drones are so much faster than Hellbats. I'm pretty sure he could have gotten like 10 drone kills there. But unfortunately, ByuN, maybe he was more focused on microing the Banshees. Maybe he was macroing. I don't know. Those Hellbats just walked right through the drone line and paid them no heed. Serral maybe getting a little lucky there. Doesn't lose as many drones as he could. He's able to clean all of that up. The trade's in ByuN's favor, but I don't think it matters all that much. And Serral can just drone up his third right now. He's going to take a fourth. ByuN just macroing up, getting into Marines. Stim is done. His third CC is done, so he'll be able to take that fairly soon. He just needs enough Marines to escort it down to the low ground. He's got a tank as well. That's a cute little spot for the tank. I like that. Tucked away into the corner. Can he close the depot next to that tank, though? I think so. I think he could. I think he could. Serral getting into 1-1, which is going to be good. He is a bit behind in that regard, but I think he just delayed the double Evo because he was focused on defending that attack, so very worthwhile reason. The Banshee's still being annoying. Killing creep tumors. Denying a little mining. Oh no, Serral misclicked. Guys, we have proof. He's fallible. Nah, we knew that already. We knew that already. We've seen at least 5 or 6 mistakes from him in the last year. That's a lot of Stim Marines, but the Banelings finishing up their morph at the opportune time. And Serral's got a lot of Ling Bane down here. Maybe threatening a counterattack, but I think with the 2 tanks like this, it'd be very dangerous. ByuN will be able to secure a 4th, though. He's been very good about keeping that macro going today. Noticed that in the TVTs for sure. And yeah, taking a nicely timed 4th base here, not too slow on it. And this is going to be a forward 4th base. Serral's going to get the scout on it. But this is a good pushing off point for ByuN if he wants to try to push through the center. And with a tank-based army, if you can get tanks sieged up like back here, Ling's trying to run through this is dicey. Oh, I love the creep snaking up to the high ground. Something really kind of gross about that. Yeah, quite a few tanks here for ByuN. I'm kind of surprised. I feel like we don't see that many tanks. I feel like it's not super common. You know what's interesting? There was a Roach Warren on the way for Serral at one point, but he canceled it. I was talking about Roaches, and now I realized it's just been Ling Bane this whole time. He canceled that Roach Warren and went into Banes instead. Interesting choice. I don't blame him, though. He's looked very good with Ling Bane so far today. Supply's pretty much even, but Serral on 93 drones, going for the big drone style of Ling Bane, which is it's quite good. It's quite good, I'll tell you. It's pretty good. This map doesn't have a ton of bases though, and there are a couple that are really tough to take. Obviously, you have to break the rocks down for this, but it's also very close to your opponent's base. And this top center one is usually a very contentious point, so a little bit tough to take. So in that way, Serral is going to finish up, once he finishes up this base, he will have every base that is definitely on his side of the map. Whereas ByuN still has 2 full bases to take here. I know that Serral's going to burrow some Lings. And just trying to continue spreading the creep. If he's able to get the creep really going on this top corner, he can take that middle, the top center base quite easily. And it looks like he is poised to do just that with that drone. Oh yeah, sorry, I meant to say 5 or 6 mistakes in the last 4 years. You're absolutely right. Yeah, sorry. I didn't want to imply multiple mistakes in a year. That's pretty rare. That might have happened in like 2020. I'm not sure. Wings of Bane's going to try to come down here, but look at the wall from ByuN. The Great Wall of ByuN. He's got tanks behind it as well. He says no counterattacks, actually. He's like, counterattacks are illegal. I don't want them. But it also means that taking a 5th or 6th base is going to be super difficult comparatively. Oh yeah, don't do it. Don't do it, Serral. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, Serral. Pull back. Let him just have 47 tanks over there. It'll make the rest of his army easier to fight. You can just surround the rest of it. There you go. Forces ByuN to pull all the way back, and he's killed these rocks, so now Serral's just going to dive on forward. Blinding Cloud's going to help him out quite a bit. Baneling's running forward. They're going to be able to take down this planetary, and pretty much all the SCVs at it. Down it goes. Serral pulls back, and he is getting into ultras this game. Ling Bane straight to ultra. Who needs anything that shoots up? Not Serral. I mean, granted, there's only medevacs in the sky, so I can't blame him. There are a lot of Marauders out already for ByuN, so the Ultras do have to be a bit careful. But they already have chitinous plating. Their speed upgrade, anabolic synthesis, there you go, is about to finish up. 3-3 is on the way. That's going to really help all these ground units. Adrenal, oh my god, Serral is so good. I can't tell you how many times I see a Zerg get to Hive, and Adrenal is like 10 minutes later, they might make Adrenal. Serral, he's on it, dude. Hive is done, Adrenal's done. Every time I check, Adrenal, it's already done. And the reason I check is because it is a hugely important upgrade if you're heavy on links. Even if you're not, it's so good. Serral's going to dive in right now with a ton of Ling Bane Ultra, and he is just smashing through this army of ByuN. There's no ghosts here. There's no walls here. And ByuN is trying to just pull back and last as long as possible, but feels like a great trade for Serral. He hasn't traded technically better, like economically, but again, with no 5th or 6th base, how is ByuN going to keep supporting these kinds of this kind of unit production? Eventually, he's not going to be able to do it anymore, and we're getting closer to eventually than I think ByuN would like. Serral has taken the north base. He's been mining from this base very happily. Definitely needs the gases, though. He doesn't have the gases at his gold base. I don't know why. I feel like he should probably take those. Serral looks like he wants to go in. There are some ghosts out now. Those are going to be really good against the Ultras. And actually, they're not too bad against Lings either. They do kill Lings, just their regular attack does kill things pretty quickly. The EMPs on the Vipers can be quite nice, but he actually misses the EMP, and the snipes do not go off. And you hate to see it, but I gotta say, I think that is a big part of that is the ping. That being said, he's still able to hold on there. Pulls back to his tanks, pulls back to his bio. But Serral killing those ghosts, kills a lot of the bio, and still has a big army supply lead. Still mining like crazy. ByuN needs to go kill that Ling to take this base. Yeah, the income has just been very heavily in Serral's favor for pretty much the entire game. Single drop, you'll love to see it. I'm going to take down the creep tumors that are up on the high ground here, but that's about all he's going to do for now. ByuN will finally get this base established, but Serral's taking the upper right corner. I love it. I really genuinely love this, because it means that ByuN needs to put a lot of effort into go take that base, but in the meantime, he's got to defend what he has right now. Ultras and Banelings crashing forward. The Liberator's doing absolute work over on the left side, and these Marauders cleaning up all of those Ultras. That was very expensive for Serral, that one. Yeah, resources lost, getting more and more heavily into ByuN's favor here. But ByuN still doesn't realize that that base is being taken. And that's not good. That is not good. This creep spread is all over the place. Serral's also taking this one. He is just going crazy, man. He's taking it all. I want it all. I want it all. Yeah, he's taking it all, man. ByuN doesn't feel like he can do too much to stop him. It feels like he's trying to go for that that more turtley style, where you get Liberators out, you get Ghosts out, tanks out, and you just try to hold. But Serral has proven today that he is very, very good at dealing with that. Although we don't see any lurkers, I'm a little surprised by that. Ooh, he's getting into heavy Corruptor production, so no Hydras, no lurkers. Ultra Corruptor to support that Ling Bane. And of course the Vipers. Vipers are often overlooked. Very important part of this composition. I say, as he has no Vipers. All right, well, you know what? Maybe they're not. They're not that important. I mean, maybe a little bit important. Now, Ling's Bane's running back in. Serral committing more and more to this each time, it feels like. And he's just going to smash the Banelings in. He's like, I don't even need that great of a trade. I'm just going to smash Banelings into your units, and that's going to work out pretty well for me. And he's not wrong. What is he going to replace that supply with? Straight up Lings. He's just like, Z. I'm gonna hit the Z button. Z key, dude. Good old Ezekiel. Right? It's like a Bible verse. The Ezekiel. It's where you press the Z key. And it's easy to kill your opponent. Oh my god, that's fire. Oh man. Oh, I'm so good, dude. Lyrical bombshells over here. base getting pushed away again. This time it might actually just get killed by these corruptors if they feel the desire to do so. I'm sure there are some more bases, but this isn't Spirit. There aren't 47 orbitals. There's just like 3 or 4 more. He doesn't go for the kill on the orbital, though. A little surprised. ByuN trying to put some pressure onto this base. He did take out the upper corner, so at least there's that. No! The saddest noise. The saddest death in the whole game. No. At least they didn't squeal like they do sometimes. Few drones going down. Serral's at 91, so instead of the 98 that he must have been at. Oh no, he's building new drones. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. He's rebuilding the drones. He's back up to 94. I know you guys were worried about Serral's economy. He's back up to 94. ByuN is, at this point, it feels like he is holding on. Look at the mule hammer. 12 mules dropped on these gold minerals. You know, once upon a time, mules didn't mine more from gold. You guys know that? It used to be the case. I don't know when they changed it, but at some point they did. But now, at least they'll mine that extra. This is going to get mined out in so little time. ByuN, again, trying to put pressure on over here. The thing is, if Serral lost all these drones and this base, he'd still be in a better economic position than ByuN. That's the kind of position ByuN's in right now, and unfortunately, that is not happening for ByuN. Baneling's trying to get on top of the Ghost. Can they do it? They hit a few of them. That was a lot of Banelings for that, though. ByuN feels like he can push back up this ramp, and I think he's right. There's not really much here. Oh my god, this scan sees the burrowed infestor. I don't know what that infestor was planning on doing, but it was being sneaky, and I loved it. A few Marines being left to take care of this base. Serral evacuates it. He still has 1, 2, 3, 4 bases. Actually, this base has a lot of mining left to do at it. Even his natural has a decent amount of mining left. It's kind of surprising. Serral's done a good job trying to saturate the harder to hold bases, I think, so they mine out a little quicker. I like that he's even still long distance mining here, just sucking up as many resources as possible. He's long distance mining over here as well. The burrow on the drones, but ByuN too good for that, man. Too good for that. Four more drones go down. Serral, I hate to tell you guys this, his economy is getting pretty damaged. Down to 84 workers. Pretty brutal. I mean, he's only got a 3.4K, 2.8K bank. Broodlords, Infestors, Ultras, Lingbane, Viper. But you know what? ByuN's got Ghosts. Oh my god, with the Siege Tank. He needs to unsiege these Siege Tanks, dude. These tanks are going to do more damage to ByuN. The Fungals are quite nice as well. I think a few snipes did get off, but I don't think it's enough here to be able to hold this base. ByuN, fortunately, though, has a fresh new base to drop the Mule Hammer on. This time, only 9 mules, though, sadly. He's going to go for the double drop of this base. It's been long distance mining, but he's going to force to cancel on the hatch. Oh, Serral, you got to cancel it. No cancel. 300 minerals. Serral only has 4.2K now. He could have had 4.4K had he canceled. Broodlord's now moving to the north side. Creep spread going to stop this base from being able to re-land here. I love the Spore Crawler as well. Fungal. So the Fungal, the point of that is to interrupt the snipe. Using snipe takes time. And in that time, if anything damages the ghosts, the snipe gets canceled. Fungal does exactly that. ByuN, he's trying to fall back. He's got 127 army supply. His army's actually huge. But he just can't quite fight this right now. Serral's doing too good of a job getting the fungals. And again, I got to bring up the fact that ByuN is playing on a lot of ping. It's an unfortunate reality of an EU server qualifier. Transfuse is going down. The EMPs are quite nice. There's no more fungals left. The Vipers come in and they just straight up die. Yeah, they were tanking. They were just tanking for the brutes is all they were doing. Are there enough brutes here to win this? I actually think ByuN can clean this up. He's got 3 Thors. ByuN's going to win this. But did he win it efficiently enough? And I got to be honest, I think the answer is no. He's going to clear this position. Serral's going to burrow, and he's going to try to get these infestors out of here. But even those will die. But he is just going to remax. He hasn't even spent all his bank yet. Has he spent all his larva? Yeah, he has actually pretty much spent all his larva. So that's why he's stopped building units. I think there's just going to be too much here for Serral. That being said, ByuN had quite a bank as well. His army is still quite large. As I say that, though, what's out on the map gets surrounded. ByuN realizes just the kind of deficit he's in, and he will just tap out there. Serral takes the 2-0 victory. A very hard-fought game there from ByuN. I actually think it was even still a little close at the end, but ByuN just didn't feel like he had enough. His 4th base was completely outmined as well. He wasn't able to retake his gold. GG. Serral gets the qualifying spot. Not too surprising. Doesn't drop a single map. Taking down some extremely strong players.